Big Mole, a novel by Ming Cher. Part 1. 1. Fighting Fish. The history of the Makasan sailors and their prahu vessels, typically 90 feet long, made of teak, with 2 triangular sails, sailing as far as Vietnam and China, is as old as the bullock carts in Java. Even after the Dutch had colonized Indonesia, the Makassar prahus still followed the prevailing winds in fleets of 100 to trade in Southeast Asia. Many of these sailors and their families were stuck in Singapore during the Japanese occupation in World War II, just after the 2 main British warships, the Prince of Wales and the Repulse, were sunk by kamikaze pilots in the Straits of Malacca. Among the wartime survivors was a 4-year-old Makasan girl with a large mole dangling like a pigeon egg under her left eye, who was looking for her lost parents. She was picked up by a brothel woman, but later ran away to live among street boys left homeless by the war. They gave her the nickname Big Mole. Everybody still called her Big Mole, even though the blemish had been removed by a Malay doctor in her kampong when, at 14 years old, she started a pet fish shop from a run-down charcoal hut behind the pre-war rubbish dump by the monsoon canal in Geylang. Nobody would have recognized the new Big Mole if they had not seen her in the intervening 7 years. Her frizzy hair had become shiny and wavy, her cheekbones high, her legs long, and her breasts full and firm. Her left eye, which had sagged because of the presence of that dangling mole, was now the equal of her striking right one. She had constantly borne the weight of depression when under the thumb of Chinatown Yao during her raw street days. But now her standalone pet fish shop had become a center for hardcore ex-spider boys who came to buy fighting fish for betting on behind her shop, which was surrounded by bamboo hedges taller than its thatched roof. Her streetwise regulars were between 18 and 25 years old. They held no real jobs and had grown up gambling on fighting spiders and fishes. Some were involved with minor gangs, doing their own thing, but remained friends behind her shop. Koon was 22, tall with a solidly built body, a regular at her shop. "Hey, Big Mole!" he yelled in Cantonese one Thursday with a wide grin. "I'm back. Anybody showed up yet?" Big Mole was playing solitaire at her shop's counter by the back door. "No one, leh. Are you in a hurry?" She flipped over another card while glancing sideways at him. "Not at all," Koon replied. "What about Hong? He around?" "Yeah, at the back." She stretched her arm to open the nearby door so Koon could enter the backyard, which was stocked with 2-inch-long fighting fishes in clear glass jars lined up on long shelves at eye level. Under the shelves were big dragon pots, which had been originally used for packing century eggs imported from China, but had been reused for breeding fighting fish and other pet fishes such as goldfish and angelfish. The shade provided by the leafy potted plants that her boyfriend Hong had hung above them created ideal conditions. Hong was a former burglar with dreamy eyes, small and light, 24 years old. He was pulling weeds in the backyard, the ground of which was covered by crushed seashells that stopped mudding. There was a long table at the center of the yard, made from stolen scaffolding planks and surrounded by benches, for the boys to gather at when they bet on the fighting fish. Big Mole eavesdropped as she slowly closed the back door. "Akun, so how?" Hong said, ripping the weeds from the dirt with his unusually long fingers, longer than Koon's, who was over 6 feet tall. "Same as usual, but not for long." Koon helped himself to the hot coffee that was kept in a vacuum flask on the long scaffolding table. Spare cups were stored in a tub of clean water. "Pour a cup for me too, brother," Hong said as he stood.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?